Hey, welcome back to another chat, another video. So today I want to talk about to those who watched Squid Games. Do you remember the detective? Funny enough, I've forgotten his name. I knew it just now, but I'm going to call him the detective, the handsome detective. Okay. Do you remember the handsome detective that was on Squid Games, season one, two, and three? Yes, guys. So what thing I noticed is how they bonified him. By bonification, I don't know. By bonification, there's this character called Bunny on the Vampire Diaries, and one thing about what they did to Bunny is that it's like they didn't like the directors, the producers, they did not like her in that film. Every chance they got, they killed her. But at the same time, they didn't want to remove her from the movie, from the franchise, because there was this other main character who told them not to do so. That if they do so, they're going to he's going to leave, and they needed him. So I heard that that's one of the reasons why they didn't remove her. Another reason why they didn't remove her is because the fans really, really loved her. So they couldn't remove her from the film, but they couldn't remove her from the franchise. But one thing they definitely did not hesitate to do was constantly make her look ridiculous, constantly make her look bad, and constantly make her to die. She's always dying and being stuck somewhere. She's always dying, being stuck somewhere, losing her power. She was supposed to be a witch, but she always dying, losing her powers, being stuck somewhere. And it just really made her character look ridiculous and annoying and just redundant and kind of useless, to be honest. That is it. So I wonder why directors do this. I think directors do this. They make someone into this insufferable character because rather than just removing them from the whole franchise, because they kind of need this person to pull in numbers, or they need this person because a lot of fans really love this person, but at the same time they don't like this person, so they don't make this person look good in any way or form. So then back to the detective who was the brother of the front man. I've forgotten his name honestly, but I'll put a picture on the screen so that you can see. In season one, he was great. He was amazing. Everybody loved him. He became popular. I feel like it's season one that even made him to be the star that he is. He just became, he blew up and became popular in season one, became popular and viral. Okay. And he was very efficient. What he did was great. Like he invaded their whole secret, whatever they were doing. He got footage. He was just a top tier character. But what happened in season two and three? He became freaking useless, and which is so confusing because why did he become that useless? He was so useful and so amazing and so top tier in season one, but season two and three they completely changed it. They made him to be this insufferable annoying character that isn't smart, which is so contradictory to the season one character, and I wonder why they did it. So me personally, I think they bonified him. I think director of Squid Game bonified him because I feel like director of Squid Game, this is only my opinions honestly, but this is how I feel knowing character. I'm not Korean, so I can't say I know Koreans, but definitely I've been invested in Korean world and the way they do their things, the whole hierarchy of Korean existence, that kind of the way they do their things. So I think I know to an extent, to a little extent, what why that may have happened. But of course, these are all opinions. Me personally, I think that the director did not really like the way that the detective got so much attention in season one because he got a lot of attention and gained so much notoriety, so gained so much followers on this. He got so much attention. So I don't think that the director necessarily liked the amount of attention that he got. So because of that, he wanted to make him kind of useless and kind of a character that nobody was interested in, which worked perfectly because the character that they made him to be in season two was so useless. They've had him circulating the water so much and he didn't find anything. So people even started calling him Dora the Explorer, so useless detective. It really made him look bad, which is annoying because he had so much potential. Why didn't they make him to have to? Why didn't they continue that? Why didn't they continue that as a character that has so much potential? Why didn't they tap into that? They completely destroyed it. They completely disregarded his whole character from season one, and they just made him to be this useless character who was just circulating the water for no reason, who was indirectly working with an op that working with someone that is bad. So and didn't see they really made him useless. And if you see what happened in season two, they took all the attention away from even the games, even they took a lot of the attention away from the games and even from detective, and they put this a lot of attention on the front man, which and if you look at who the front man is Ibyo Hong, which I think I butchered that name, but The frontman is someone that is very prominent in Korea. He's a seasoned actor in Korea and is very respected. So to me, I just feel like, and to me, I just feel like it's a thing where, just to get in someone's good favors, or just because you have history, or just because you have some kind of history to get in someone's good favors, and you do something great for someone. So I feel like the director just made the whole season two centering season two and three centering the front man, kind of centering the front man and the main character, that main character, redhead guy, because he likes them. And me, I agree with centering the main character redhead guy because he is the main character actor. But what was the point of centering the front man? Like, why did we need to know his story, where he's from? I feel like, and I think a lot of people will be able to answer that because they want to use it to compare him with the redhead guy, main character guy, to see how people change and see how the redhead main character guy is a good person through and through and he never changed. But at the same time, I don't think we actually needed that front man story like that. I really don't think so. And yes, it wasn't. I really don't think so. So me personally, I just think outside of art or direction or script writing, personally, I think that the director, who is the leader and the creator of this whole thing, actually favored frontman so much that he wanted to put a lot of attention on frontman for personal, more than for personal reasons. And for personal reasons he actually made, because he's the one that created the character. For personal reasons he couldn't care less to develop the character of the detective, or to make the character of the detective great or anything. So he made him some kind of useless person. Basically he bonified him. And I see a lot of things like this. I see a lot of actors being bonified, where they're not just removed from the franchise, rather they're made into insufferable characters that nobody actually wants to see or nobody actually likes, which is really sad, to be honest. I really wish that they didn't do that to him, because I felt like he had so much potential. But rather than hone into that and make him even better than he was in season one, or even stay the way he was in season one, they made him to go down. Like he became lower than anything. Aside from he became lower than that whole thing, he became lower and even more, like he became annoying, he became I don't want to use the word useless, but kind of useless. He became annoying, kind of useless, and insufferable. And I feel kind of bad for the character, because for the person we had shown, because he really, I feel like from what I've seen from press tours and stuff, was really excited to embark in the journey of Squid Game season two and three, like do press for it. But at the same time, why, like he doesn't need to do press, because he was literally in the season two and three for like 5 minutes. So of course he doesn't actually need to do press. He wasn't one of the main characters of season two, which is actually really sad to see, because I feel like for someone that did all that in season one, at least he should become some kind of main character in season two. But of course they didn't do that. They even introduced another detective, like they even introduced so many more people to the squad of like detective police squad, to even take, I feel like it even took more attention from him. He kind of shared all that attention with other people, and just makes me to believe that honestly the director doesn't really like him, and the director did not like the way he gained so much attention from season one, that he had to do something to make this character like unliked or insufferable, while keeping him in the franchise, because a lot of people are actually excited to see him there, and then but making him kind of useless and annoying, to be honest. Which is that I think that the director, definitely you can tell who the director favored, and the director really favored Frontman, because he gave Frontman this whole character development, like this whole story, and told his story. Meanwhile, personally, I don't think that we needed to see Frontman's story. I don't think it was needed or necessary, because if it was needed or necessary, I think that he would have done it in season one, some kind of way in season one, which he didn't. And originally, there was not meant to be season two and three. He even said himself that he made season two and three for money, to get compensated for the hit and the success that season one was. So clearly, he just made up this whole story about Frontman, and it wasn't pertinent to the story. It wasn't pertinent to the storytelling, and wasn't necessary. Everything that we established about how, is it his name Gihyun, the redheaded main character. Everything we established about him and about how he's a good person, nothing is going to change him. He's pure hearted. We already established it in season one. We already established in season one. We saw how he refused to kill that other Savior, and we saw how he was ready to forfeit the money just to save Savior. So we already established that he's a good person and he was never going to change for anything in season one. So honestly, we did need his frontman story in season two to remind us that Hyun is a great person. We didn't need all that. But he made it like that because I just feel like for personal reasons, he really liked the human being that Frontman was playing and he just wanted to bring him into his good graces and make him look good or something like that. Which I think that it's just from personal level. And I just feel like justice for detective because they totally made him look stupid on purpose and they totally bonified him, which is really, really sad. I know a lot of people will not agree with my opinion, but honestly, that's my honest opinion and that's how I see it. Feel free to share your own opinions with me and please feel free to share your own opinions with me. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Thank you very much, my subscribers. Please, I want to reach 20 subscribers. Please, 20. Can you imagine? I just want to reach 20 subscribers. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.